What's up, it's Jan back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. Welcome to my Winterween 2026 reading vlog. Hello, I'm wearing my Winterween Bloodbath hoodie. I'm currently on sprints with Gabby and Gav to kick off. It's currently day 1, January 9th. It's about 2 p.m. No, it's exactly 2 p.m. And I am losing my mind because we started moving today and we have until Sunday. So Joey oh so kindly cleaned the new place. We're moving like down the hall, okay? It's a very easy move, but it's still a little bit stressful because we didn't have enough boxes, so we're just gonna carry stuff over. But anyway, you're not here for all that. But just so you know, that's happening in the background. So if I seem a little flustered, it's because I am. But in terms of reading, I'm currently continuing my read of Coffin Moon by Keith Rawson. This is an Aardvark Book Club book. If you would like to subscribe to Aardvark, you can get your first box for $4. Count them, 4, and free shipping using my code JAN at checkout. Information's down below if you forget what the code is. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy though, it's just my first name. But I started this for my vampire vlog that I recently uploaded. And I got 50 pages in and now I read a couple chapters. I'm on page 67 and I realized I never introed this vlog. So, as you probably know, Winterween is vampire themed. Janterween is what I'm calling it, okay? Because Gabby made this for me. We're just gonna convince ourselves, okay? So I'm starting it off with a vampire book because one of the prompts is read a book about vampires, werewolves, witches, or whatever. And then this also has red on the cover if you look at the actual dust jacket, which is not here with me right now. Also, my window's open. Sorry, there's a lot going on. I was informed apparently on sprints that this pretty much ticks off all the prompts with one book as long as I read some of it at night. There you go. But I have another book. I have Headlights by CJ Lead. I have an arc of it on my Kobo, so I'm gonna read that in the dark. I'm 17% through that. This has red on the cover. It's about vampires. It was a 2025 release and it's a horror. So that's all the prompts. But I'm gonna try to read as much as I can for the next few days, and I'll probably end this a little bit earlier than when the readathon ends on the 15th because I have so many projects that I need to finish in January. So we're just gonna try to tick off as many prompts as we can, maybe read at least 3 books in this vlog, as I usually do. If you didn't know, my friend Gabby from Gabby Reads is the host of The Weens, and I'm so honored that she asked me to do some kickoff sprints with her. But yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend. We're moving little by little today, and then tomorrow is gonna be like the bulk of it, and then Sunday we're gonna clean the old place. So that's the plan, Jan. I'm gonna continue this. It's getting intense. At first I didn't like it that much because it felt very dude bro, as much as I hate that phrase now, but dude bro horror, because it's like at a bar and there's a biker gang and no vampires to be found yet, but I think we're getting there. We are getting there. There was a hint of it. I also realized how in the beginning of each like part, or okay, so it says December 1975 to January 1976 in this next part, and then it has these like bullet points of each like plot point of that part. I was like, wait, what are these? So I looked back at the first one and it's like the chronology of events. So that's a pretty cool way to break it down because the chapters themselves are not titled, they're just numbered. So I don't know if any of that made sense, but I will talk to you when I have a better reading update. I'm hoping to get a good chunk of this done. I had the audiobook when I started this, but now I do not. So we're gonna wing it. We're gonna raw dog it with my eyeballs. We'll see how far we get today. I also have some manga. I have the Parasite volumes 2 to 4. I read the first one with Gabby when I visited her during Summerween last year, and she actually gave me her copy because I enjoyed it so much. So I'll probably continue that since I'm gonna be on crunch time. But yeah, we're gonna try to read 100 pages a day as usual or more and have a good ass Winterween. We have like 15 minutes left of this sprint, so goodbye. Because I said, Gabby, would you rather be called sugar every day by everyone in your life for a year or read cowboy romances for a year only?
And she chose sugar?
Well, no, she didn't choose any.
Oh.
But we also talked about if she would rather watch Hereditary in a cabin alone, because she refuses to watch that movie for some odd reason, and then or watch a true crime documentary out in the woods about someone getting stalked in the woods.
Oh.
Like by herself.
Yeah, we had very riveting conversations.
Yeah. You missed out a lot.
Yeah, I feel the true crime one would be way worse because that's real. Like, that was an actual real thing.
Okay, but horror is very, very...
I mean, very close, but not
very suspenseful. The
It's
fear
just
would
like-
stop my heart.
And true crime.
Hereditary is a great movie as well. I really enjoy Hereditary.
Hi. It's been a long day. Okay. We had dinner. Well, I got off sprints. We talked a little bit. Had dinner. Watched People We Meet on Vacation. I'd have to reread the book to decide whether I like the book or the movie better. I'd have to decide because it's been a while since I read the book. I will say I did not picture the characters to look like they did in the movie. I liked the movie a lot. I don't know if I would give it a 5. I gave the book a 5. I'll have to think on it, but it was good. Worth the watch for sure if you like Emily Henry or if you like rom-coms in general. But yeah, then I moved a bunch of stuff. All my like clothes on hangers, I moved by hand down the hall and I was sweating, dripping sweat. So then I just laid here and read more of Coffin Moon and I think I'm liking it now. It's a very easy flow now, even though we're jumping timelines back and forth. I feel like now we're getting like background info on Julia, who's the 13-year-old niece of one of our main characters or the uncle we were following, Dwayne. Yeah, so a lot of deaths have occurred. There were some vampy things. Once we got introduced to the vampire aspect, of course that's when I started liking it. And I didn't realize how short this book is. It's 305 pages. So hopefully I can find some more time tomorrow somehow, like at the end of the night, to read more. I'm gonna read as much as I can tonight for sure, but it is like 11 p.m. While I was moving stuff, I was listening to Forget Me Not by Stacey Willingham. So if I finish that, that could count for the thriller prompt. I'll probably listen to it more before Tatsu and my parents come over tomorrow to help us move. I have 3 hours and 13 minutes left. I'm 66% through. I don't know about this one. It might be a 3. It might be my least favorite Stacey Willingham by far. I still have to read Only If You're Lucky, but I did like her first 2 books, A Flicker in the Dark and All the Dangerous Things. Those were both 5 stars for me. I just have a feeling the twist isn't going to do anything for me or whatever reveals they have. There were a couple plot points where I was like, okay, this is going somewhere, this is interesting, but they were kind of brief. We'll see. I'm currently in a chapter where we're learning about what happened with Julia's mom and stepdad, how she got to living with her aunt and uncle. I did read 100 pages today of this, so yay me, but I'm reading slowly, very slowly. Hi! It's been a couple days, well, a day I guess. I didn't film anything yesterday because it was moving day. Moved all the boxes. Tatsu helped. I love her so much. My parents helped as well. I love them so much. And today is setting up the library day, which is so exciting. I might call off work tomorrow because I just want to get it all done, you know. Today is also getting more bookshelves day and potentially a desk, but I doubt I'm gonna be able to get a desk today, so maybe tomorrow, maybe. Because I'm giving Joey my old desk, and that's gonna be in the living room, and then I'm gonna have a desk right in front of the window, and it's gonna be like flat and longer so I can color and read and do whatever I need to. I did like the shelving above my desk, but that's okay. Figure it out. Y'all wanna see a library update? I'm calling this my Jan cave. Okay, the Jan cave. Get it? Like man cave, but Jan cave. Okay, so I got all the boxes unpacked that are unread books that were in here, which was about 40 boxes. I have more in the living room, which are mostly my books that I've read, and there are a couple unread boxes, I think, but for the most part, it's all here. Here's what I have set up. That closet has my black clothing because I had it on a rack and I got rid of the rack because I was like, I have a second closet. Of course, it's color coordinated. I tried to do hardbacks and paperbacks separated, but then it got kind of mixed up right here. But once I have more shelves on this side, this will all be off the floor. And then here's that. I think I'm gonna do like my dark cover books. So it's like what I see from my desk. And I see like purple. I'll probably move the yellows. But yeah, my desk is gonna be right here. I still have like random decor and stuff. But yeah, I just put all of them in stacks by color. And it's been a fun time. So yeah, I'm not filming the process because that's way too much work. I didn't film any of the moving process. I've already done that before. I'm giving Patreon like photo updates, but other than that, kind of over the whole moving vlog thing, sorry. And we're not doing an apartment tour because that freaks me out now because people were being weird about it before. So that's that for now. Maybe I'll do a library tour eventually, but that's about it, I think. In terms of Winterween, let me sit. Okay, so last night I was obviously unpacking and stuff, and I didn't listen to audiobooks all day because Tatsu and my parents were here, but once I was in my own little world, I finished the audiobook for Forget Me Not by Stacey Willingham. I gave it 3 stars. I think it was her weakest book so far because I gave her other 2 5 stars, and I heard people aren't liking Only If You're Lucky either, which was her last year's release, or no, 2024 release, I think. But I'm still gonna try to read it because I do own it. Glad I didn't pay for this one. I got the audiobook through Libby, and I had the NetGalley digital arc, so finished that. I reviewed that. It was just nothing special. It was your classic thriller. The twists were nothing unique. It was just your typical twists of like, oh shit, that's that person. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say any more than that, but that's happened in several iterations, I guess is the right word, within the same book. So, I mean, I'm kind of tired of the missing sister trope, but I thought she was going to do something different, and she didn't. There were a couple of riveting scenes, but not enough to make it 4 stars. So, that was for my horror or thriller prompt, because obviously it was a thriller. I read more of Coffin Moon last night before I went to sleep. I got to page 200. There's a lot of, like, drug cartel, drug dealing, and that's not really what I like to read about in books, because it's just boring to me. I liked it in The Devil Takes You Home by Gabino Iglesias, I think is the author's name. I wouldn't say I liked it, but I wasn't bored. I actually liked the writing in that. So, like, I'm thinking Velvet Was the Night. I didn't like that. This, I'm not really liking the drug parts, but once we get back to the vampire stuff, I'm sure I'll like it again. I have like 100 pages left, so we'll be finishing Coffin Moon, and that technically checks off all the prompts, but we'll try to read one more book after that. I have been listening to The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow. I don't think that fulfills any prompts. It's a fantasy. Well, I guess it's a 2025 release that I never got to, and it is on my 26 for 2026, so I am reading it in another vlog too, so maybe I'll just review it on there, but we'll see. I'm not really liking that one either though. Spoiler for my thoughts, I guess. But yeah, Joey and I are gonna go to IKEA, get shelves. He's gonna build them for me, oh so kindly. So while he's doing that, I'll probably work on like the bedroom stuff. I want to set up my bathroom so badly, but I'm waiting on my cool shower curtain rings, my bath mat, my art print, and I gotta get like new towels, like hand towels, and I have this like basket thing that goes on top of the toilet for like toilet paper and stuff. That'll be cool though. I'm so excited for my own bathroom. See y'all at IKEA. Maybe. Oh, unless I get too excited, and then I'll just see you when I have 4 shelves in my apartment.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something
One down. Woo! Best boyfriend ever. I mean fiance. Okay, awkward. Now he's leaving. Bye. What are you doing? Dude, this is the most perfect desk I've ever fucking seen in my life. And then I got 2 Billy bookshelves that I can't stop working on. I need to fucking do this. Joey and I, first of all, I dropped $500 on these 3 things, but it's fine. I also couldn't get matching ones because they weren't in stock. So I got 2 Billy bookshelves, and there's only a little bit of room left. So I might put like a narrow shelf in there. I don't know. Or just something else, whatever. Hopefully these all fit. We built them. It took us like 3 hours. It's now almost 11 p.m. We built them at the old place. We lugged them because the dolly was too small. We didn't realize how big these were. I have Billy bookshelves, but the narrow ones, these are like the full-blown ones. We lugged them through this tight-ass hallway and then the tight-ass hallway in our apartment, and it was crazy. This desk fit perfectly through the door. Like, we had to finagle it, but oh my god, it was so close to not. Like, it was getting caught on the door and we were about to tear that door down for real. But this is so perfect. Look, and then it has this like little attachment thing and this little stand, and it's right, oh my god, it aligns perfectly with the windowsill. Shut the fuck up. The only thing I'm concerned about is if I put my iMac here and it's like too cold or too hot. I don't know, but coloring right in front of natural lighting, I'm gonna cry.
And words unspoken, we fall apart, and I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way? Maybe
this is not what I ordered apparently, and it took me way too long to figure it out, but you know what? It's for my coloring books, and here are some. And that works perfectly. Also, I did not need a locking drawer, but I don't know how this works, but I did it. I installed the handle and everything, so I could put like some markers in there. All right, okay. Jandy Man, let's go. Handy Jan? Whatever. Not a fan of all that, but it's fine. I'm gonna complain though that I got the wrong item. Hi everybody! We have a trytreats unboxing taste testing situation. I have worked with them plenty of times before, and Joey joins me in the taste tests.
Because why wouldn't I? Free snackies.
Free snackies! I need a... So if you're unaware of what trytreats is, they are a monthly subscription treats box where there are international treats inside and you get a different country every box, every month. And I do have a code. My code is JanAgaton, all caps, no spaces, for 15% off your first box.
These are pretty fun too. If you're looking for some new snacks, you can find some good ones. Mm-hmm. We got some.
And if you travel, you can be like, I know what snacks I'm getting.
Yeah. Where are
The
we
box
going
was a
today?
little bit damaged.
Let's see, where are we traveling to today?
So you open the box. Oh, I think I opened it upside
I
down.
think we did too.
Damn.
Okay, we are going to, India.
Okay, that's the Taj Mahal.
I always read fun facts.
Yeah.
India holds the title of the world's second largest population with 1.2 billion.
1.28. It's a small ass font.
Yeah, it is. Following right behind China with 1.4 billion.
Oh shit.
Hindi is the most widely spoken language in India. It's not, there's no space.
Yeah.
India has 14 other official languages and more than 1,000 spoken languages. That's crazy.
They also give you this little cheat sheet, but we don't like to look at that. And then they give you a little rating box thing, which we don't use. We just rate them 1 to 5. Also, look, we're wearing our matching things again. Cute. We just went to a new restaurant. I just felt like trying something new, and we went to this bar and grill type place. It was good. I'm scared. What is this? Dear customer, we're so sorry to inform the time passed by Britannia is a printing error, and the correct item is this. Tiger creams. I'm like really full, and I had a mocha martini, and I don't feel that great, but... Okay. Oh, that smells like good cream.
The good cream.
Tink. 5.
Absolutely. Oh my god, I'm gonna eat all those. They're good.
Ooh, wafers. Move your face.
We have to do this every time.
Yeah.
What we got here?
They're just biscuits. They look like this.
Tink.
Tink.
It's kind of tastes like those biscuits.
A little bit, yeah. 4.
5. Those would be good with like a coffee or something.
Yeah.
I need to get something to wash it down.
I'm scared. They're all like variations of crackers. A lot of them are Britannia brand. Ooh, caramelized milk candy. That sounds good. All right, I cheated and looked at all of them. I don't know what this is. It just says parle, which means speak in French. Let's just take a bite each. You smell... Oh no.
It's banana.
It is? I'm scared.
I was like, why does that smell familiar? That's actually not that bad. I thought you liked banana.
In Laffy Taffy form.
My mom would love those. Give it a 3.
3.
Not bad.
I wouldn't eat that like on my own volition though.
No. But if like I had nothing else in the house, those are my only option.
There's so many, like what is it? Is this the same thing?
Apparently they just have crackers over there.
They have mango bite, raw mango flavored candy. I'm scared. We're gonna do that last. Okay, this one is original gluco cookies. It's the same.
Is there not like chocolate? There's no chocolates in
I'm
this?
sorry, if I had a child on my snacks, I would not buy it. There's no chocolate. They're all just different.
They're just crackers.
Biscuits.
Biscuits and Tink.
5, I guess. 4. No, that one's good. 5.
Yeah. I mean, they're all the same.
They're all the same. What is this?
More crackers. Are these cheese crackers?
I don't know. Sweet and salty. They're literally...
They're just crackers.
They're all different shapes.
Tink.
That one has a weird aftertaste. 3.
Tastes like a rich cracker.
No, swallow it.
I did.
It has a weird aftertaste. I need more water. Kind of bored. This has coconut sprinkles though.
Look, crackers. Let's veer off from the crackers here.
They're caramelized candy, milk candy.
Okay, that's something different.
It's hard. 5. I like those. That's why I was saving it for last because they're hard candies. 5. It tastes like those, what are those caramel candies that old people have?
Yeah, I was thinking those Werther's.
Sure.
I think it's Werther's.
I don't even want to try this. This is like the same thing as the other one.
Well, maybe it's a different flavor.
Oh, wait. It's the same.
Because it is the same.
Plot twist. Gotcha.
Okay, what cracker are we trying next? Yeah, this looks like a...
I'm leaving. I'm taking that out.
Oh, you have to leave
I'm
it.
editing.
You have to leave that in.
No.
You have to leave that in. That's... Leave it in.
No.
Why? Then why do it? That's a Ritz cracker. I don't want crackers anymore. It's a shitty Ritz cracker.
I'm crackered out.
They have quite the variety of crackers.
I'm throwing up. I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god.
That tastes like a saltine cracker.
It did.
That was a saltine cracker.
Disguised as a Ritz.
Literally, this whole box is crackers and hard candy. That's it. Oh, look, more crackers. Nice.
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 But this one has sugar sprinkles.
What does this one have? Sprinkles? Is that salt?
It's sugar.
Oh. A sugary cracker. It kind of tastes like a sugary cracker.
That's it?
That's it.
You don't taste the coconut?
There's coconut?
Yeah. It's coconut cookies. I didn't tell you on purpose.
No.
The aftertaste.
Yeah, now I can, yeah.
Alright.
That's not bad.
But there's only one mango bite. How are
We're
we
gonna have to share it.
I can't! I can't!
Waiting to tramp that shit.
Why is there only one?
That's all they have left.
Oh my god.
We got the last one in existence.
Oh my god. Okay, let's take turns.
I'm good. Just taste it. You like mango anyway. We're not rating
That's a
it.
one.
Oh.
That's a one. That is a one. Here, try the other side. Ew.
Ew. It does say raw mango.
It tastes raw.
It tastes raw.
Okay.
Okay, wow.
Oh, there was another one. I found it wrapped in the paper. We're here.
You snort. It's gonna be like the thumbnail.
I'm gonna get fired from this company. Oh my
I feel like they put this together very last minute.
They said,
Like shit, what do we have left? We have 14 variations of crackers. Give it them.
my favorite was the hard candy.
Oh, that's all the crackers?
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite was the caramel.
My favorite was the first cookie with the cream. Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh my god. I can have them?
Yeah. Tiger Creams. Kreemz Creams.
Creams.
Well, that's Joey's snack for the night. Thanks for hanging. Thank you for sending me another box, Trytreats. It's always a fun time.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. And we'll go back to regularly scheduled programming. Goodbye.
You guys fucked on these.
Hi. As you can see by the state of my being, we have made incredible progress. I stayed up till midnight shelving, so all my books are done. I had a bunch of boxes with more books that I've read already that went in the bedroom today. So we are down to like just a handful of boxes of clothes and just like random little shit like decor and stuff. Yeah, we got my desk all set up. I have a bunch of decor. This beautiful collage is from fellow Vamp Shay. I love her so much. I have Jan Cave on my coffin board. I decided I'm going to use this little side table thing for my bookmarks and annotation supplies. It's probably the best use for it at the moment. Oh, I finished building that. I think I showed you earlier. I have no idea where the book went, but I finished The Everlasting. Fucking finally. Oh my god, fucking finally. I know I said I'd talk about it in my other vlog, but we're talking about it here because it was a 2025 release that I never got to, so I'm counting it for that prompt. It's day 4 of Winterween, and I have finished 2 books that I was already currently reading. I would love to start a new book, but I want to finish Coffin Moon first. I want to at least read a book from start to finish, and I would like that to be When the Reckoning Comes by Latanya McQueen. The thing about this library is that I don't know where anything is. Thankfully, I'm good at remembering the color of spines, or at least the cover, and I can narrow it down to certain shelves, but some colors I had to mix. I do know where When the Reckoning Comes is, so I might start that tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. I'm hoping to finish Coffin Moon tonight. hopefully. I have less than 100 pages left still. I need to edit though, because our Wi-Fi has fixed. I've been drinking this peppermint mocha since like 1 o'clock. I've reheated it twice now. It's now 8:30. I'm gonna edit because I've done enough. I've done so much today. It's like actually not even funny. I'm exhausted and my allergies have been acting up because of all the dust and shit, so I'm done. I'm gonna finish everything else. The goal is Wednesday. On my day off, I'm gonna finish everything. Tomorrow I am going to work. I called off today. I think I said that earlier. I will be going to work, so I'll work on a little bit of like clothing stuff after work possibly. I'm really hoping my ass gets up at 5 and actually is able to like live my life, read on my desk. We even started decorating today, so that's exciting. I feel good. I just need to get an area rug. I just need to decide what kind I want, and I need to find a not really expensive one and hope I get the right size. I need to get the lights up in here. I'm gonna put the orange lights in here and the purple lights in the bedroom. I gotta get some more stuff on the walls, and this library is gonna be fucking amazing. I'm so excited. That's all I got right now. I do not have my phone with me for a fun fact, and I don't even care. Oh, I didn't even talk about the Everlasting. I gave it 2 stars. I just did not care. I feel like if I cared about the characters enough, I would have cared, because there were a lot of deaths, and there was this one, even though I was like checked out as fuck, there was this one part at the end where I was like, whoa, that just happened. That was like quick, abrupt, you know, kind of shocking. But the thing is, I didn't really care about that character. So the way I've never heard about a yew tree before, Y-E-W, oh my god, it was repeated so many times throughout this book, is crazy to me. I'm so sick of that fucking word, a yew tree. It was like, beneath the yew tree, I'll meet you under the yew tree. That was so annoying. I think the only reason it's not 1 star is because some of the writing was really good, and I like that it was second person, like I keep saying, because that's like the biggest positive of the whole thing for me. I think Alex E. Harrow does know how to write a good sex scene. Again, I was just not invested in the characters, so it didn't do anything for me. I'm gonna try Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow and The Night and the Butcher Bird, because it's a short Kindle Unlimited book. I might actually read that this month as well. Maybe that'd be too many Alex E. Harrow books, because I did also read The Six Deaths of the Saint this month. Maybe next month. But after that, if the Once and Future Witches doesn't do it for me, I'm done with Alex E. Harrow, because Starling House felt the same way that The Everlasting did. Like, I was so fucking bored. But I think I gave Starling House 3 stars. But still, that's all. I know that book wasn't very Winterweeny of me, but I'm not gonna want to talk about this another day. So it's out there. I'm gonna change up my little books read thing and then edit, get a Patreon video up, and then try to finish Coffin Moon and hopefully give you a good update tomorrow. Sorry for the lack of updates. I've been kind of busy. Okay. Y'all, I just love the smell of new shelves, like the wood and then mixed with the paper of the books. It smells so good in here. I've been shutting the door so this smell remains for as long as I can keep it. But hi, it's day 5 of Winterween, and I started Lyla in the Flesh by Nick Roberts on audio. I got it as an ALC on Libro FM, I think 22% through or something like that. It's about this girl Lyla who wants to be a writer, a horror writer, and she ends up getting into this retreat or this program or whatever. Basically feels like The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz, but make it like kind of YA. I don't even know, is it YA? But she just graduated college, so maybe it's not YA. It reads like YA though. I have thoughts. I have many thoughts, and I can't, like, they're all scattered because I was listening to it on my way home from work, and I was like, remember to say this, remember to say that, and I'm gonna forget everything, watch. Okay, so I just feel like I have no idea what this is about. I don't know where it's going, I mean. Obviously, I kind of knew what it was about when I chose it as an ALC. I love the cover, by the way. That creepy guy in the sunglasses, in her sunglasses on the cover. Beautiful. And like the blood drips and everything. I feel like this is gonna go a certain way. Let me just say this. When they take your cell phone, or when they take the main character's cell phone away, it usually means something in the thriller horror genre, right? Yeah. I think that's where this is going, but who knows? This retreat thing is in Italy. Italy. They take her phone and she has to earn the privilege of calling people, like her parents, calling her parents, getting access to the internet. She has her MacBook so she could write, but yeah, no internet until she like hits her writing goals or whatever. It's in Italy, and so she was on the plane and she sat next to this middle-aged couple who was like the same age as her parents, and their names were Don and Dolores. So the guy's name was Don, right? And they're like talking to her. Then I realized that her dad's name is also Don, because when she got to her destination, she called her mom, and her mom's like, Don, Lila's on the phone. And I was like, either something weird's going on or Nick Roberts was not feeling very creative with character names, because that's just odd to me. Like, you can't think of another male name just for a side character. And yeah, so that conversation was weird, because that couple on the plane was like, oh, don't worry, like, not to be weird, but when you fly as much as we do, you can just sense someone who has flight anxiety. And that was just like a weird thing to say. And the fact that like you're a grown-ass couple just randomly talking to this girl who's clearly traveling alone. I don't know. And when she introduced herself as Lyla Robbins, which is also kind of weird to me. Like Nick Roberts, Lyla Robbins. Anyway, I don't know. I've never written a book, so maybe, I don't know. But like, who introduces themselves to strangers as like first and last name? Like, I thought that was weird too. And then my other gripe about this book is that it feels like unnecessary play-by-play. Like, this is why I think it reads kind of YA-ish, because there's so much unnecessary detail about like her going through the airport. It's like literally, if you didn't know how to get through an airport and you read this book, you'd learn, because it's like, oh, she's sitting at the gate and oh my god, like she pulls out her Kindle, she can't focus because she's worried about blah blah blah. She goes and gets coffee at Starbucks, which is the first thing she sees, and then she goes back to the gate and she tries reading on her Kindle again. It's just like all this step-by-step shit that I'm like, this is gonna be very annoying. Another annoying thing about the audiobook is something I don't notice when I'm reading physically as much is the, what's it called? The taglines, I think is what it's called. Like, Lyla said, she said, he said. There's a lot of just said as opposed to exclaimed, questioned, even like said with disdain or some shit, you know? Like a little more pizzazz. It's all just like da-da-da-da, she said, da-da-da-da, Julia said, da-da-da-da, Lyla said. And I'm like, it's annoying to the ear. It wouldn't be as annoying to the eyes, but audibly, it's annoying. That's just some writing critiques that I have. Otherwise, I'm pretty intrigued by the story because there's this creepy person called the Reader who stays on the 5th floor of this castle. She was literally taken into this castle via horse and carriage. And she just keeps seeing this person from the 5th floor window just like passing by, like creepily staring. And I think that's the person who's supposed to like judge the writing. I don't really know, but I'm intrigued. I'm going to color tonight because I'm excited to utilize my desk. I just gotta put up some of this. No, you know what? I'm not going to. I bought a rug today, so that rug comes in tomorrow, and then I'm gonna set up my chair that I had from the last place. That's not the most comfortable, but for now, it'll be fine. It's better than sitting in this office chair, and that's when I'll pick up everything, because right now, today, I just got back from work. I just want to color. See how this works, you know? Joey's making chili, by the way, so yay for that. I got my first book haul of the year. All 4 of them are from Pango. And then I had one from Barnes & Noble that I got with my gift card. Oops. Dragon Cursed by Elise Kova. I already shelved it. I have Blood and Steel by Helen Schurer because I am on Rachel from Raven-Haired Readers Patreon, and she's hosting a read-along for this series. I said I wouldn't buy sequels this year before reading previous books. However, this is a standalone, so it doesn't really count, but it is the second book in the read-along, technically. Slaying the Shadow Prince. I have Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, and that's also a standalone. I don't really understand, like, they have the same covers and the same title format, but they're all different authors, and they're like part of different series. I don't really know. And then we have To Shape a Dragon's Breath by Monoquill Blackgoose. This is an indigenous author, and fellow vamps M and Sasa really enjoyed this and recommend this, so finally got it from Pango. I had a bunch of Pango bucks. And then per Gabby's recommendation, I got Heartwood by Amity Gage because she vlogged this, and in her B-roll she opened it and there's like mixed media. There's like a bunch of letters, and y'all know I'm a hoe for a book with letters, okay? I think I want to read this and The Correspondent and another book with letters all in one vlog. That's a weird theme, but anyway, I still have When the Reckoning Comes, and I would love to start this after I finish Coffin Moon. I would love to finish Coffin Moon today. We've got tonight and then 2 days left of Winterween, so hopefully I get some shit done. Hi! So I colored this. Let me show you. It was very fitting for the past few days of my life, except we didn't have to go upstairs, thankfully, because I've done that way too many times, because I hate footsteps, so I always move to the top floor of any building ever. So I did that, and then I pretty much did anything until I could finish Lyla in the Flesh. I was putting stuff away. I started embossing books. Like, what the fuck? I got like a lot of little things done though. This floor is almost completely cleared and ready for my rug. But I finished Lyla in the Flesh. I'm surprisingly gonna give it 4 stars. I was teetering between a 3 and a 4, but that ending really surprised me how well done it was. I feel like you can kind of tell that Nick Roberts had this ending in mind. And you know what? Now that I think about it, he actually mentioned our main character having an ending in mind for her story and then having to figure it out as she went or whatever. And I feel like that's exactly what he did. Although the author's male and our main character's female, I still feel like there were a lot of moments of self-insertion. That's one example. But then I read his bio and he's also from Appalachia, and the main character talked about that a couple times and how like she has an accent and she tried to hide it and blah 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 blah. She was a writer, obviously. Anyway, back to the story. It was not as predictable as I thought it was going to be. It started out, I would say like 30% of it felt like it was going to be predictable, but then it turned out pretty fucking unique, and there were actually creepy ass moments. I'm not gonna lie, the way I visualized some of these, and yes, I visualized some parts, but the way I did was very fucking creepy. I was impressed. However, I didn't like how repetitive our main character was. Lyla. Her name's Lyla. It's literally in the title, Jan. Oh my god. She was like, I'm just here to scare people. I know horror is the best genre to make some social commentary. It's the best vehicle for all that, but I'm just here to scare people. She drove into your mind that she's just there to scare you in her writing. She said that to multiple characters. I stand by my statement of things being unnecessary in the beginning. I really thought there was gonna be something else with certain characters, but that didn't happen at all. I don't really understand the point of the whole plane ride situation. I feel like it was already short. I mean, I started this morning. The audiobook was quick. I think it's under 300 pages according to Goodreads, but I feel like if we just got the parts where she decided to go, like if we got the intro of her not knowing what to do and blah blah blah, and then applying for this program and then getting in, we didn't need anything before getting to the castle. Like I said, he really walked you through her fucking airport journey and her plane ride and everything, and it just felt like that was going to be more important by the end, but it really wasn't whatsoever. But yeah, that ending, it was kind of chaotic. I feel like the way it was written makes up for everything else that I didn't like about the book. But yeah, everything I said at the 22% mark remained throughout the whole book. Like the whole Lyla said, she said. Oh my god, it was so annoying, but 4 stars. What a surprise. Love it. I guess I'm using that as my book with blood on the cover. And now I'm gonna read Coffin Moon physically in a bit once I update this. But yeah, so we have, where are my pens? So we have read a book with red or blood on the cover. I'm gonna do Lyla the Flesh. Technically, I could do read a book in the dark or at night because I was reading that at night, but that's okay. I can use something else for that. I'm gonna try to not double up unless it's like the last day of Winterween and I still need one more prompt. But all I have is that prompt and read a book with vampires, werewolves, or witches, and Coffin Moon will fulfill that. So maybe I'll just double up with Coffin Moon, because technically I could use Coffin Moon for every prompt, as Gabby informed me on sprints. So maybe I'll just finish Coffin Moon and then end this vlog, because we are almost halfway through January. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, let's do a fun fact. I'm gonna do a fun fact about castles, because the whole writing retreat thing was in a castle. It still did feel like the writing retreat, especially because there were all these side characters, but it felt like not all of them were that important at all. I feel like 9 girls was too many. Anyway, 11 interesting and fun facts about castles you probably didn't know. The average time it would have taken to build a castle is 10 years. I mean, that's pretty fucking believable, right? 10 years. that's it. That's all. My camera's dying, so I'm gonna go switch to Coffin Moon, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Hopefully I can end this vlog a day early and get to work on something else a day early, because I still have to do my Bloody Read and Full Moon book club vlogs. Hi. Zero makeup on, but hopefully the good lighting balances it out, but doesn't expose me too much. Okay, I'm just here to end the vlog because I finally finished Coffin Moon, and I did read it in the dark for several days with my little handy dandy book light while Joey went to bed. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I liked the writing, and I liked how he is able to mix horror elements with scenes of humans just being human and going through grief and loss and feeling all these emotions about just life in general. And then all of a sudden there are these like vampiric scenes with body horror and gore, people's eyes getting gouged out, things like that. So I did like those parts. Like I've been saying about this book, I didn't really like the beginning. That's why it took me so long to pick it up again. But once characters started getting turned into vampires, things started getting revealed about said vampires and how they were turned, I started liking it more. Also, reading it right before going to bed hurt my enjoyment a little bit because I would be falling asleep by the end of that reading session, you know? So I will be keeping this on my shelves because maybe I will reread it one day because, you know, it is a vampire book. I like to keep as many vampire books as I can. Plus, I own Fever House by Keith Rawson, and if I like that one, I'll read the sequel, which just came out, I think, last year, and maybe I'll reread this if I end up loving his writing, you know? I liked how this book was divided. I feel like the intros at the beginning of the parts where it like breaks down the scenes, I thought that was really unique. It had short chapters. I like the font. Just physically reading it was a good experience for me. I was talking to Gabby about the beginning and how it felt very dude bro, you know? She did say, you know, a lot of people say that, but it felt like it had more heart than what that type of book usually feels like. And I would agree with her. They do discuss love in different aspects, whether that's romantic or familial. I just feel like I wasn't really connected to the characters. I didn't feel invested when someone died or when we find out that, you know, these two characters were connected. There was one part where I was like, okay, whoa. Other than that, for the most part, I was just like, okay, another person's dead. But like I said, I might reread it in the future. So that is the end of Winterween for me, and that was book number 9 of the year. It's currently January 14th, so I'm a day early. Where is my phone? I just had it. Let me do a fun fact about motorcycles because there was a biker gang right at the beginning. The first gas-powered one in 1885 used a wooden frame, and early Harleys used tomato cans for carburetors. Tomato cans. That's kind of crazy. I did 2 of the, is it 5 or 7 photo prompts? I know I did 2 of them. But yeah, I'm gonna use Coffin Moon as the vampire prompt and the reading in the dark prompt. Yeah, so out of 7 I did 2 photo prompts, but I finished all the reading prompts and that's really all I care about. So thank you to Gabby for hosting yet another successful ween. Thank you again for having me on sprints to kick this readathon off. It was so much fun. I think she's doing sprints again today, so maybe I'll join those while I put away more boxes of clothes. If you made it to the end of this video, put the coffin emoji to represent Coffin Moon in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a 5-star day. Don't forget to do some self-care, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.